From the chilly Himalayan sunrise to its warmer counterpart here at the city in the sun, let's yoga! Welcome to a new season of Yoga with Goga. This season we're going to step things up a little bit. So we begin in child's pose. Take about 3 breaths on your child's pose just to arrive on the mat, ready for your practice for this week. And then shift your weight forward into tabletop position. So in tabletop, you want your shoulders and wrists to be on the same line. Knees are hip width distance apart. Then inhale, arch your back and look up. Then exhale, round your back like an angry cat. Inhale, we call this cow posture. And then exhale, you round your back like an angry cat again. Breathe in, arch your back, look up. And then exhale, you round your back. You can do this 2 more times on your own. And feel free to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for joining and hit that bell just to support us. And then once you're done, tuck your toes and lift yourself into the first downward facing dog. So foundations, you are spreading your fingers, your feet are hip width distance apart, and you're just trying to create an inverted V with your body here. Then gently sweep your right foot up, and then walk your hands towards each other, let the thumbs touch, and then take that foot right outside your right palm. Setting up for the posture for today. So lizard is not exactly one of those easy postures, but you have to get into it gently. So you can either spread your fingers a lot and keep your feet here, then gaze slightly forward. And then you want to engage your back foot, rooting it firmly on the mat. And then so that you can collapse your chest down and bring your forearms down. This will be hard, so modifications come in here, Andy. So feel free to support your forearms on a block if that is a bit too hard. And then keep gazing forward, trying to get the knee onto 90 degrees, and then you're turning your right foot, the one on the floor, about 45 degrees out. If you don't need the block, you can just bring your forearms down and just find your alignment here, keeping that foot up just to feel that stretch. If getting on the blocks is a bit too hard, again, keep your arms straight just for support. Just spread your fingers a lot and just stay up, gazing forward with the back foot also engaged. The last option, if all else fails, feel free to drop your back knee down. And you can also feel free to support that knee on top of a blanket, because sometimes it can be quite intensive, especially if you're using a thin mat like mine. Then you're going to stay here for about 5 breaths, just about a minute. The more you stay in this posture, the more you get the benefit, because it's a very intense hip opener. And then gently, so that you can come back up. And then gently push your knee outwards and then rotate your chest open. We call this like a dragon twist. In yin yoga, this posture is called dragon pose. So when you push your knee outwards, you can intensify the posture just to feel an amazing twist. And then find your way back into downward facing dog. Shake that right foot a lot and find yourself into down dog. So we're going to use the same cues as you can see from the infographic just to get onto the left side. So same action. Sweep your left foot up. Walk your hands towards each other, thumbs touch, bring your left foot right outside your left palm. So you want to turn that foot slightly 45 degrees, back foot is engaged, so you want to pull your kneecap up as you support yourself on the mound of that foot, on the right foot. And then gaze slightly forward. Feel free to stay here. If it's too much, you don't need to bring your elbows down. Otherwise, feel free to drop your elbows on the ground and just bring your forearms on the mat. Ideally, you want to press your palms on the ground. I like interlacing my fingers in this posture. I don't know, I feel more comfortable there. And then see whether you can lift your hips. You want to square your hips down towards the floor if your elbows are down. And then you want to sink them a bit forward, extending your spine, and then you can also drop your chest down. Again, feel free to drop your back foot, because that's really the intensive version of things. So it's perfectly okay. Everybody is different, so you don't want to get any injury. Stay again for about 5 deep ujjayi breaths, which will take us about a minute once again. So you're inhaling and exhaling, keeping your focus. Gently release the posture by coming back into your arms. Then push your left knee outwards, rotate your chest into twisted dragon posture. Just feeling a nice juicy stretch there. And then find your way back into downward facing dog, shaking that left foot a lot just to ease that pressure on that foot. Stay on down dog for a bit to catch your breath, feeling that stretch on the hamstrings, and then gently find your way back into child's pose. So take child's pose, big toes touch at the back, knees wide open, relax your forehead on the ground, and then stay here for about 3 last breaths just to reset, and then gently come back up into hero's posture, hands to heart center. Namaste.